Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for March the 30th. I'm going to be pulling one card per sign. And so if you know your rising sign, you can get a little bit of information out of a video like this. If you know your rising sign and thus all your other houses as well, then you can actually pull quite a bit of information from a short little video like this. Thank you guys very much for being here and for supporting this channel. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for sharing this video with others who may benefit from it. And of course, thank you for leaving your feedback in the comments down below. All right, I think we're done shuffling. Let's take a peek at Aries. What do we have for Aries? Prince of Swords showing up in reverse. Prince of Swords in reverse is just telling me, Aries, that you are going to be sorely tempted today to take action before you have all the information that you need, because that's the energy around you. This is a rash decision to take action, to make an announcement, to make a proclamation, to set a stand. And then later on, once you find out the rest of the information, you could very much wish that you had not done that. So it's really important today, Aries, to make sure you find out all the information, read between all the lines, look at all the fine print before you take any action or say anything that you might regret later on, or sign any contracts that you might regret later on as well. Taurus, Ace of Cups showing up for you. This is just telling me that you're discovering something new that you enjoy or are fascinated by today. This could be a new person, a new hobby, a new activity, a new business project, a new place, a new food. Could be a lot of different things, but something that you are really enjoying and appreciating today. So we like that. Ba-da-da-da-da. Gemini. Gemini, you guys have Sir Nunos showing up for you. Gemini, this card basically is telling me that you are facing some type of fear today, and you're recognizing as you face that fear that you're coming to understand that this thing that had you afraid is not really something that you need to be afraid of. As in, even if this would happen, you would be able to do some things about it. The world would not come to an end, literally or otherwise. Okay, so face some fears today. That's for Gemini. Next up, Cancer. Okay, so Cancer placements, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This just talks about feeling satisfied in your abundance, feeling satisfied in your family life or your home life. So happiness and satisfaction is basically what this talks about for me. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Next up, we're looking at Leos. So Leo, Prince of Cups showing up here. This is just telling me that Leos, I think that you are making some kind of offer to somebody in your sphere of influence, and this is an offer to help them with something, or to maybe do something sweet and romantic, or this is something that this offer has some emotion behind it. It doesn't have to be romantic, although for a lot of you it will be, but something that you're making an offer because you care about a situation or you care about a person. Okay? Ba-da-da-da. That was who? That was Leo. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Ten of Wands showing up here. This just tells me that you're picking up some type of new responsibility today. You could be getting a promotion at work. You could be taking a kid to a new music practice. There's a lot of different ways that we can pick up responsibilities. This card even comes up for me sometimes whenever somebody gets into a little bit of a more serious relationship, because now there's someone else to answer to about where we are and where's our money going and all of that good stuff. So it can be picking up that type of responsibility too for some of you. All right, ba-da-da-da. You want to see where that is, like what house is that in for you. Next, let's look at, that was Virgo. Now we're going to look at Libra. Libras, you guys have the Lord card showing up. This would be similar to an Emperor and other tarot decks for those of you who are readers out there watching me. And the Lord card is a card that just talks about the idea that today, Libras, you are taking control of some things. I'm feeling like there's some things that have gotten out of control and you are taking control back. You're saying, you know, I appreciate it that you want to make those decisions for me and that you want to look out for me, yada, 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 but I think I can probably make those decisions better for myself. Thank you very much. And you start taking over the reins. Okay. Next up, we have Scorpio. Scorpios, Three of Swords showing up in reverse. I think Aries had this a couple of days ago. So Three of Swords in reverse just talks about the idea of letting go of something that has hurt us or insulted us or injured us in some way. And it talks about the idea of healing up from that, no longer carrying the burden of those negative feelings around the situation. Okay, so we like that. We'll take it. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Princess of Swords showing up in reverse. Sagittarius. I feel like you guys are digging for information today. And for a lot of you, this is going to manifest in stalkerish type of activities. So watching somebody online on their social media or whatever, checking their phone maybe even, but digging for information. For others of you, this can be something that is a little bit more above board. Maybe you're doing research for some type of paper or something like that could be coming up as well on this card. But I do feel like at least half of you, Sagittarius, are digging for information about somebody's personal life. Okay. Next up, let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn, Queen of Cups showing up in reverse. Capricorn, you have put up with a lot lately. And today, the final straw has been placed on the camel's back, and you're not putting up with something anymore. This is generally, for me, this is an explosive outburst of emotional energy. This is because somebody has been trying to be cool, trying not to say anything, trying to hold back until they get to the point that they just can't do it anymore. That's what this is, Capricorn. Okay, so if you notice that energy coming in for yourself, you want to try to head that off at the pass. You want to try to learn also how to express energy in a more healthy way so that it doesn't come up to a boiling point where it finally just explodes like a pressure cooker. All right? But for today, if you notice this, you may want to walk away from a situation so that you don't have basically a grown-up fit about this and wait until you're able to talk about this in a more logical and more down-to-earth type of manner to have a discussion about what's been going on. But you definitely want to have a discussion if something is pushing you this close to the edge. You know, you don't want to just let it keep rolling. All right, next up, Aquarius. Aquarius, Two of Pentacles. You definitely have a lot of plates in the air today, Aquarius, but you are managing to handle them all. It may feel hectic to you, but people around you are wondering how you're doing it so gracefully. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, Seven of Wands showing up in reverse. This is telling me that you have a situation where you have set boundaries with somebody, maybe even a group of somebody's, but you have set some type of boundaries, and these people are basically trying to act like you never said anything about these boundaries. They're trying to pretend that they never were a witness to that conversation or a participant in that conversation at all. The question here, Pisces, is are you going to let these people overrun your boundaries, or are you going to stand up for yourself? Because the more times we let people overrun our boundaries, the less serious they take us the next time we set boundaries. So we have to set boundaries that are really real. There can't be any bluffing. And then we have to stand by them if we want to have a good result from them. So up to you though, Pisces, how you want to work it. Just saying, it's a much more pleasant life if you uphold them, but you get to choose. All right, well, thank you guys very much for being here today. I do appreciate all of your support on the channel. Looking forward to serving some of you in person today, and the rest of you I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.